What is up, cheeseheads? Welcome back to another episode of BAM GPG. So, Bryson, we got into the preseason game a little bit yesterday. We talked about, some of the important things in the and I understand it is just preseason, got it. But there is something to be said about the team's effort and consistency and sloppiness during the preseason, right? All that is important. It's not something to overlook as you head into the regular season. I did want to say that
knocking all the rest off.
it is, right? Are the Packers digging deep into the playbook? Are they getting creative or doing all that? No, they're not, right? But you still want to see that level of consistency and the sloppiness, right? Because right now they're playing with a dumbed down playbook. They're not throwing everything out there right now, and you're still seeing these really just bad errors on the Packers. Lots of flags, lots of mistakes right now from Green Bay. It's not where you'd like to see them at this point. Again, I understand it's preseason, but during preseason, you are running a dumbed down version of the playbook, so you shouldn't be seeing these mental errors, and you shouldn't be seeing all these sloppiness from the players at this point. So, Bryson,
like in week 3, they should be much better.
I hope so. I hope they come out a different team here in week 3 of the preseason. So let's get into this episode here, Bryson. So we got a lot to unpack here today. We went over the preseason action. We'll quickly cover that again, and then we'll kind of update everyone on the latest injury news in Green Bay. So as you all know, the Packers just wrapped up their second preseason game against the Indianapolis Colts. They did pull off the win. And while we did pull off the win, Bryson, the injury list in Green Bay just keeps growing, right? So it is concerning. I want to dive into it here, Bryson. So first off, as we mentioned, the good news, the Packers did beat the Colts 23-19 yesterday. Sean Clifford really stepped up late with that rush.
Sean Clifford's been good this year.
Yeah, I mean, he's been balling out in preseason. He stepped up with that rushing touchdown to really kind of seal the game yesterday. And Tyron Herring and Israel Abanikanda also really showed a lot of flashes that kind of get you thinking.
I mean, I didn't expect them to be this good.
No, they're really showing out for us, and it really gets you thinking that they could be contributors going into the 2025 season as we begin to kind of roll into it here. So on the field, it's great. The Packers got it done, even if it wasn't pretty. Now, unfortunately, as I mentioned, the injury bug, it just won't leave Green Bay alone this offseason. So safety Omar Brown went down yesterday on the opening kickoff with it's really a scary chest and lung injury, Bryson. As we know, he was carted off the field with oxygen and hospitalized in Indianapolis. The good news is he's improving, but still a frightening injury. You never want to see anybody go through that. And edge rusher Barron Sorrell, right? The draft story on him, he's kind of a fan favorite right now. He went down with a knee injury yesterday. Looks like he's going to miss some time. And the depth, Bryson, at defensive end, it's wearing thin already, right? With Colin Oliver on the physically unable to perform list. This one really hurts Green Bay at the defensive end depth. And
we need to sign somebody else from free agency for it.
Yeah, they're going to have to find something, right? Because, Green Bay's defense, they like to keep guys on a rotation there on the defensive line. So losing that depth is really going to hurt in that aspect. Wide receiver Savion Williams, Bryson, he was sidelined with a hamstring injury. So we know the wide receiver group is banged up right now. It's starting to look really thin, and the camp battles are starting to heat up, right? So it's not where you'd like to be at this point in training camp. And then Jordan Love, he did meet with the media over the weekend. We've talked about that. Him and LaFleur are both kind of hinted at Love returning to practice early next week in some limited drills. So maybe we'll see him in some of the 7-on-7 drills early in the week. Let's hope for that.
Definitely.
But a big sigh of relief there. There's no doubt about that, because the offense, we're going to need him healthy to start the season with all the injuries at wide receiver. And then Bryson, I hate to break it to you, it just seems like a rotating door with this guy in the injury list. MarShawn Lloyd, he tweaked his hamstring again. And he's expected to miss a decent amount of time from it, right? So he's kind of doubtful for that home opener and possibly a couple weeks into the season. So
I
this,
just don't know when this guy's gonna be healthy.
I know the guy's got an immense amount of talent. You want to see him on the field. And again,
Him and Josh Jacobs, perfect duo.
he's had some just kind of bad injuries here. So last year, we know he had the hamstring injury. He came back, had that illness with the appendicitis. And then right after he healed up from that, I believe it was maybe his groin or his hamstring again after that. So it's been an unfortunate time here for MarShawn Lloyd. You know, us as Packer fans, we're excited for him. We want to see him on the field. The guy brings elite speed to the position, and we saw yesterday he flashed in the passing game. So you want to see him on the field. It's really unfortunate, and this is going to shake up the running back depth chart in a big way, right? Because it was looking like it was going to be Josh Jacobs and then MarShawn Lloyd heading into that. So all these injuries, Bryson, they're putting pressure on roster decisions right now as we make our way through training camp.
We need to get a bunch of people right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So the quarterback room looks like, you know, two are going to make the cut. Obviously, Jordan Love, Malik Willis, and Sean Clifford. He's looked electrifying so far this preseason. He's probably on the bubble right now. And with MarShawn Lloyd being banged up right now, Bryson, Emmanuel Wilson, and Chris Brooks, we could see both of them on the 53-man roster to kick off week 1 for the Packers. And at wide receiver, Bryson, Malik Heath might have an edge over McCole Hardman. You know, and that's probably a surprise to a lot of you. But it's just how things are trending so far in training camp. And again, the Packers are going to win games, right? But we can't ignore the injuries that are piling up in the throughout training camp here at the running back position, the wide receiver position.
Yeah, and I just wanted to mention the Micah Parsons trade rumors.
Yeah, there are some rumors floating around there, but us as Packer fans, don't get your hopes up. Brian Gutekunst typically, you know, Dallas is going to want draft capital. Green Bay's not going to give up that capital for Michael Parsons. So it sounds good. It's good in fantasy land, but Green Bay is typically never a trade that we do. So
we're never gonna do that.
No. So we have who we have going into the season. I don't expect any trades.
All good players are gonna be from the draft.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned, as I was mentioning, Bryson, the running backs, the wide receivers, and the defensive end positions are looking really thin right now. And Jordan Love's timeline is still kind of a big story in Green Bay. And if he can get back to practice next week, that'll ease a lot of the, you know, Packer backers' nerves.
Yeah.
But the depth is becoming a major, major question mark and concern as we get closer to the regular season.
Yeah.
So there you have it, cheeseheads. A preseason win, a long list of injuries for the Green Bay Packers, and there are some tough roster decisions ahead for the Packers. So we'll keep you posted.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They better do something good.
Absolutely. So we'll keep you posted as the camp continues to roll on, and then we'll look ahead to the preseason week 3 as we wrap that up. And as always, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments. Which injury concerns you the most? Omar Brown, MarShawn Lloyd, Jordan Love with his thumb, or is it another player? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely.